starters for today's game, beginning with the number 3 seed, Frederick Cougars. Freshman defender number 2, Marlon Melendez. Freshman defender number 4, Gustavo Orozco. Freshman defender number 5, Alexander Coleman. Freshman midfielder number 8, Elijah Reyes. Freshman midfielder number 9, Alexandro Moreno. Freshman midfielder number 12, Iker Alvarenga. Freshman midfielder number 15, Edwin Estrada. Sophomore defender number 21, Roger Diaz-Beatriz. Sophomore forward number 23, Nicholas Brinkley. Freshman midfielder number 25, Oscar Valdez. And in goal, number 99, freshman James Bolin. The Cougars are coached by Dustin Wise, assisted by Randy Jarrett and Corey Gorm. And now, let's meet the starters for the number 2 seed, College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Freshman defender number 2, Tobias Lane. Freshman midfielder number 3, Bailey Kendall. Sophomore defender number 5, Austin Rye. Freshman midfielder number 6, Bilal Drioche. Freshman forward number 7, Elias Elfasauki. Freshman midfielder number 8, Joseph Witten. Sophomore forward number 10, Noman Sampson. Freshman defender number 10, Bryce Wilcher. Freshman defender number 14, Jaden Rayleigh. Freshman defender number 23, CJ Brady. And in goal for the Hawks, freshman number 1, Baptiste Berthazat. The Hawks are coached by Joe Valentino, assisted by... And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. We're going to pretend like the mic is cut out.
This is the vibe.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second semifinal matchup on the men's Region 20 Division II tournament here at the campus of Howard Community College. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today as we have the number 3 seed Frederick Cougars in their green uniforms taking on the number 2 seed College of Southern Maryland Hawks in their home whites. Frederick will be guest on the scoreboard. College of Southern Maryland will be home on the scoreboard. College of Southern Maryland officially the home team for this game as the higher seed. Frederick officially the away team as the two teams huddle up for one last discussion and getting ready for this game. Two squads met up early up in the season. In fact, it was the season opener for Frederick when they first met on August 24th. in a game that Frederick won 4-3 on the road. Since then, a lot has changed, certainly, between these two teams, so can't go too much off of that result. Particularly if you are a Southern Maryland fan, as they are on quite a winning streak right now. They have won 6 in a row, 9 of the last 10, as Southern Maryland on the run of a lifetime right now. Barely even conceding a goal in most of that time, including a 3-0 win over CCBC Catonsville in the quarterfinal matchup on Saturday, October 21st. Referee gives the thumb up, and we are underway here in Columbia. The Region 20 Division II semifinal matchup, Frederick versus Southern Maryland. It is Frederick going to take possession here as a bit of a scramble there, but it will be Nicholas Brinkley, the sophomore forward, taking over for Frederick. Southern Maryland takes control, trying to head it forward. For Southern Maryland, it is number 10, Noman Sampson, the one to keep an eye on, the forward who is up top by himself. 15 goals, a couple of assists as well, as that's going to be headed wide of the net, and that will force the goalkeeper Berthazat to come out and snag that before it goes out of bounds. For Frederick, it is number 12 to keep an eye on, Iker Alvarenga, 8 goals and 10 assists, leading the team in both categories there. That one's going to get through. Sampson could be on goal. Sampson is on goal. Shot. Goal in the top left corner. And just like that, the Southern Maryland Hawks have shocked the Cougars and taken a 1-0 lead. The long kick from deep in Southern Maryland's territory bounced its way into Sampson. Sampson just dribbled right past the Frederick defenders. And just over a minute into this game, Southern Maryland is ahead. Southern Maryland goal, scored by number 10, Noman Sampson. Frederick going to have to find a way to settle down after giving up the early goal. This is Alvarenga, tried to play it forward, headed by number 5, Austin Rye of the Southern Maryland Hawks, and offside is called against Bailey Kendall. Played short by Frederick after the foul to Southern Maryland. It'll go wide to Marlon Melendez. Into Alexander Moreno. He'll try to cross the field, but nobody home for the Frederick Cougars. Wiltshire. Still Bryce Wiltshire with it. As Sampson tried to pick it up, but Wiltshire backs him off and says it's mine. Tries to go forward, but dribbles right into pressure. Picked up by Drioche. Over the top. Looking for Sampson once more. But won by Melendez. Alvarenga wearing the orange captain's armband for the Cougars. Played across by Elijah Reyes. Now the Cougars have some space to work with. They're going to chip it over the top. Cleared out by Brady. It's not a very tall back line for the for the Hawks. Jaden Rayleigh listed at 5'10".
Brady listed at 5'9", but sometimes height is not all you need, especially if you have the speed to catch up to those runners and the toughness to hold them off the ball. That was Estrada who tried a long kick in. It was blocked away, and now it's going to be Sampson on the run once more. Sampson is in. Past the Cougars defense. His shot is going to go just over the crossbar. Nearly made it 2-0. A great through ball in by Elias Elfasauki on the outside of his left boot. Put Sampson through. And Sampson just couldn't quite keep it under the crossbar. Cougars now trying to play it quickly out. Given away. Witten plays it back to Tobias Lane. The exception to, as I was mentioned before, is Tobias Lane listed at 6'3", and is the anchor of that defense. That's the freshman out of White Plains, Maryland, went to McDonough High School, not too far from here. Elfasauki able to dribble through some pressure, plays it forward, looking for the run on the outside by Wilcher, but a good job by James Bolin to pick it up. Bolin played in 9 games this year, a 1.67 goals allowed average and a 75% save percentage. Excellent numbers for the Frederick goalkeeper. Unfortunately, him unable to keep out the one shot that's been on goal in this game. For the Hawks, it will be Baptiste Berthazat. 13 games in, a 1.49 goals allowed average, and 80% save percentage. Again, excellent numbers from the Hawks goalkeeper. Last time we saw him on this field, it was a 4-0 shutout over Howard in the regular season. Foul against the Hawks will allow the Cougars to move forward for a set piece. Put towards the top of the box, headed on by Moreno, but well wide of the net. And that will be deflected out for a Cougars throw-in. Deflected out, this time by Moreno. Kindle trying to turn. Given away. Melendez. Alvarenga. Back to Melendez. And it's going to be played over the top by Drioche. Foul against the Cougars that time. For the Hawks, 10 regular season wins, the first time in over a decade that they have achieved that, going all the way back to the 2011 season. Played into the box, long high kick by Lane, and it's going to be a offsides call against the Hawks. The first time that the Hawks have finished with an above 500 record since the 2014 season. Certainly a season to remember for the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Southern Maryland men's team haven't even been in the region tournament since the 2017 season when they lost in the first round That was back when they were on the Division I side of things. "44 goals in the regular season for the Hawks, a third of them coming from Sampson as he continues his prolific scoring record. Long ball looking for Sampson here. Certainly makes all the difference in the world for a team in this level just to have that lethal scoring threat up top that you know you can count on to just put the ball in the net. Lane takes the ball away, tries to switch it. Instead, Rayleigh will go back to his goalkeeper, Bertha's at. Brady to Lane. Helps it across as Rye will slowly work the ball to the field. Has time to find Sampson on the check back. Drioche finds Sampson. What a ball forward by Drioche. Shot by Sampson! Off the crossbar, straight down, and goal is given. The Southern Maryland Hawks have taken a 2-0 lead. The ball hit the crossbar, went straight down, and the referee deemed that to have crossed the line and in. Southern Maryland 2, Frederick 0.
Southern Maryland goal scored by number 10, Noman Sampson. Assisted by number 7, Elias Alfasauki. Entering in the game for the Cougars, number 6, Michael Light.
So after the Hawks have made it a 2-0 lead, Frederick making their first sub of the game, Michael Light comes in, replacing Nicholas Brinkley. Played in. It's going to fall to Kindle. Alfasauki. What a play there as he's dancing through, gets into the box, taken down on the play. Referee with a tough decision, and he's going to wave it off immediately. Does give the corner kick to the Hawks. Alfasauki did lead the team with 15 assists in the regular season. Make it 16 after that. Beautiful ball through to Sampson. Played in off of the hands of Bolin, but a foul is called as it was deemed that Bolin was fouled on the play-in. He'll certainly be the first to say that's why he didn't catch it cleanly. Frederick trying to find their way into this game. A little bit of shell shock from giving up 2 early goals. Iker Alvarenga. Finds Estrada. Estrada now picks his head up and looks towards the near sideline. Sees the run of Light, who just came into the game. But just a little bit too much on that, and he'll be out for a goal kick. Hawks will now cross the field, going to the far side. Brought down by Alfasauki. He plays it forward, looking for Sampson, but didn't quite connect there. The Cougars get started and immediately shut down once more. Is a good job by the Hawks midfield. with the back check. Rye. Stuck in the corner briefly, tried to just flip it forward. Taken away by the Cougars. Alvarenga heads it down. Looking for Estrada. And it's just going to find its way to Berthazat. Berthazat with the long kick towards the far sideline. Going to bounce its way forward to Wilcher. Good job by Valdez to catch up and recover on the play. Wilcher, a little bit of a tug there. Missed by the referees and will continue play to the Hawks in the midfield. Lane pops over the top and too much as it's going to go all the way to Bolin. Cougars looking to maintain some possession. Frederick won that quarterfinal game over Carroll to advance here in the semifinal, as Sampson appears to be down on the play injured, and that is certainly not what you want to see if you are a Hawks fan, immediately waving on the training staff. And that win for Frederick in the quarterfinal, defeating former Frederick coach Joe Pratt, who now at Carroll. As Dustin Wise showed that this is now his team, and big statement in that game as Sampson now will be helped off the field by the training staff. Devastating injury for the Hawks. Frederick had a great start to the season, got ranked as high as 18 in the United Soccer Coaches Poll. Went unbeaten over the first 5 games with a win over Southern Maryland, tied Prince George's, crushed Harrisburg area 11-2. Alvarenga in the corner. Cross towards the far side, headed back towards the middle. Well played by Michael Light, but nobody home to help him out. Beatriz turns to try to find the run on the near side of Light. And the Hawks patiently waiting, and will play it back to their goalkeeper once more. Brady. Berthazat now will go for the long ball, switching the field to the far side. Unable to control it. Cougars get it to Alvarenga. Tries to find Estrada. Instead it falls to Beatriz. Long ball played over the top, but far, far away from Wilcher, as he'll be unable to get on to the end of that one. Taken by Coleman. Reyes to Melendez. Frederick having to just play some small ball along their back line, waiting for somebody to make a run forward. Now Light does make that run. Trying to go over the top. And a foul is called against Light. Chested down by Alfasauki. Alfasuki still with the ball. Gets into the middle of the box. Muscled off by Reyes. Strong play there. And once again, the Hawks content with just playing it back to their goalkeeper. Alvarenga putting Berthas out under pressure, and he'll just boot it towards the middle of the field. Well offsides is Wilcher. Good news for Hawks fans as Noman Sampson back to midfield, ready to check in. Appears to have been able to shake off that knock and will be able to continue in this game. Orozco to Melendez. Ball takes deflection almost into the path of Alvarenga. Frederick picks up the ball midfield. Dangerous ball forward as Alfasuki was ready to pounce on that one. Wilcher making the Cougars go wide. Alvarenga. Good turn from him. Now he can look towards goal. Pulls it back. Looking for somebody to go to, and then it's going to go wide. Finding the run of Moreno. Moreno pushed off the ball by Rye. And it's going to be a corner kick. For the Cougars.
Entering in the game for Frederick, number 11, Joshua Umanzor, and number 17, Fabian Alcaraz Espinoza. Entering for the Hawks, number 10, Noman Sampson.
So Fabian Espinoza and Joshua Manzor in for Frederick. It's going to be Coleman and Moreno out. Corner kick goes right into the middle of the box, but cleared out by the Hawks. And as I mentioned, for the Hawks, Sampson back into the game as he will go back in for Coomer, who had briefly given him a rest. Alfasuki. Over the top. Witten. Alfasuki gets it back. Cuts it back inside, does it again. He's going to try to pull it to the left foot. Still can't find a place to shoot. Sampson now will try a left foot shot. Goal! Norman Sampson comes back into the game and less than a minute later puts it into the net. Another assist for Alfasuki. And the Hawks are ahead 3-0 midway through the first half.
Hawks goal scored by number 10, Noman Sampson. Assisted by number 7, Elias Alfasuki.
Sampson picks up his hat trick. 3 goals in the first 20 minutes of this game. Alfasuki, his second assist on the game. 17th assist on the season. And Southern Maryland looking quite strong here in this contest. For Sampson, now 18 goals. Played long by Brady, looking for Sampson, just a little too low. Light goes over the top. Finds Umanzor. Going into the corner, still battling for it there. And that's going to go well over the goal for a goal kick. Hey, Tim, can we move the tent back a little bit? It's killing my vision of that corner. Thank you. That's perfect. Headed forward by the Hawks. Good turn by Reyes to keep possession for the Cougars. Kumbar. Given away. Frederick working down the far sideline. Espinoza trying to shield off his man Wilcher. He's able to turn on him, but Wilcher recovers again. Now he'll try the low cross. It's going to be deflected a couple times, but cleared out by Rayleigh. Kept in by Orozco, but he's going to hit that a little too hard and out. We've seen a couple of the top goal scorers in all of the NJCA Division II today already, as Eichelberger and Rubio Mayo tied for third in the NJCA Division II with 21 goals each. And after this game, Sampson going to be close behind them. His 18 goals will tie him for 6th in the country. Wilcher, flick on header. Some great stats given to us by the Ace Sports Information Director of Frederick Cougars, Michael Simone. Thanks to their advanced statistics ability, they've had the ball 57% of the time, so typically high possession rates for the Cougars. Attempt roughly 340 passes a match, with 75% of them being completed. In total, dead even on goals. 22 first half goals, 22 second half goals. Allowed 12 first half goals and allowed 17 second half goals. So by giving up 3 here, this is a long shot as Alvarenga liked his chances from long range, and it's going to one hop into the hands of Berthazat, who makes his first save of the game. In fact, the first save for either goalkeeper in this game. Entering in the game for the Hawks, number 8, Joseph Witten. Witten returns back into the game as he will replace Ethan Kumber. Also want to give a shout out while I'm talking about sports information directors. College of Southern Maryland own Chris Cox with lots of great stats and facts to use for this tournament. Particularly helpful since the Southern Maryland women also making a strong run in this tournament. Oh, want to two schools to see both men and women make it to the semifinals. The other of which, CCBC Essex, who we have seen both Essex teams make it to the championship game. In the air, and Berthazat able to snag that away before Manzor could get to it. And a foul called against the Hawks. Manzor checks back. Plays it short. Finds Reyes. Frederick continuing to pass short, but aren't really getting forward very well. Now they'll try over the top. Alvarenga picks up. Lays it off, but nobody there as he was thinking that Estrada was going to make the run forward, and he was trying to lay it up and set him up for a shot. Alvarenga and Estrada still disagreeing about that final play, and the foul will be called against Southern Maryland. Berthazat taking his time. Now will pick up the ball as he is happily going to squeeze out every last second that he can. Strong tackle there. Frederick moving forward now. This is Estrada. Manzor pointing where he wants it, and it's going to be cut out. And that will allow for a couple of substitutions to be made. Entering in the game for the Cougars, number 16, Kamala Kumi, and number 9, Alexandro Angulo. Also re-entering for the Cougars, number 23, Nicholas Brinkley. A trio of subs for the Cougars. Shot here from just outside the box is going to be saved as Oscar Valdez found himself a little bit of space and let one loose. Berthazat makes the save, able to kick it out quickly, looking for Wilcher on the counterattack. Cougars keen to it. Frederick moving the ball forward. This is Kumi, who just came into the game. Fresh legs, trying to bring in a spark. Plays it wide. Tries a spin move through there, but too many Hawk defenders there as they are able to clear it out. They'll get it to Sampson. Lays it off. Alfasuki goes for Wilcher. And it's going to be chased down and kicked out by Beatriz. Bolin will pick it up and start over for the Cougars. Given away. Inside to Drioche. Good first touch by Wilcher. Brings it down to his foot. Falls to Joseph Witten, and his shot will go just over the crossbar. Another good chance for the Hawks. Entering in the game for the Cougars, number 22, Tyron Andrews. So we see Tyron Andrews of the Cougars making his first appearance. replacing Michael Light. And Frederick players just can't connect there. Looked like Valdez almost gave up on that play, and it's going to be another substitution as both teams understanding that it is hot out today and trying to keep fresh legs in there.
Entering for the Hawks, number 19, Ethan Kumbar.
Drioche held back the entire time. Foul called against Andrews. Referee now going to have a conversation with Andrews. And Andrews being told he has to sub out. Looks like it might be a lack of shin guards that is forcing Andrews out. Frederick currently down a player on the field. This is Drioche to Sampson. Alfasuki has it taken away by Melendez, but Melendez gives it right back. As the Hawks will now take their time as Lane goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Frederick, coach, pleading for his team to move forward.
Entering for the Cougars, number 12, Iker Alvarenga.
Brady hits it forward, finding Melendez. A couple players went down. Alfasuki called for the foul, and the Frederick player still down on the play. Clock will be stopped for the injury. We will take an injury timeout with them. 12:19 left in the first half. Play continues as that ball played into the middle. Nearly missed the head of Moreno. Sampson on the counterattack. Wiltshire gets a touch on it. Cut out by Coleman, who just checked back into the game. Alfasuki plays it forward. Looking for Rayleigh. Offsides flag is up. Picked up in the midfield by Kumi. Coleman switches the field. Beatriz. Checking back for it is Valdez. Kumi also will go back. Now over the top ball. Trying to find Brinkley. Picked up by Berthazet. A good shield job by Brady was there to make it uncomfortable for Brinkley going forward. Alfasuki gets around the slide tackle of Alvarenga. Gets through another one. Still Alfasuki with it. Lays it off for Sampson. Sampson chips it across. Wilcher takes a shot. Blocked away. Played across the field to Alvarenga. He'll look to take on Witten. Gets around him easily. Going forward with it now is Reyes. Reyes gets it back. Switches the field to Valdez. He's got Moreno wide. Does find him. Moreno will cut inside. He's going to try a shot. And a deflection there will allow Berthazat to make the save. Sampson gets through again. Norman Sampson, that one is going to be a kick save by Bolin. Sampson nearly made it 4. And once again, it was just a quick counterattack with a ball over the top that Frederick's defense struggled to handle. Alfasuki going forward with it. Great job by Moreno to take it away, but he'll give it right back. Alfasuki looking for Sampson. Sampson's open. He's going to take a shot, but offsides. What a ball in once again by Alias Alfasuki. Just put it right on the foot of Sampson. Sampson tried to just volley it out of the air, put it on net, but was offsides, and it didn't matter. Rye comes forward. Wilcher is on sides. He's going to get behind the Frederick defense, but it's going to be a good job by Orozco to recover and kicks it out for a corner kick. Eight minutes left in the first half. Alfasuki taking his time, going to the far corner. In no rush when they're ahead 3-0 on these Cougars. Left-footed cross in, and that is going to take a deflection off, and it's going to be called a goal kick. Entering in the game for the Hawks, number 3, Bailey Kindle. Bailey Kindle going back into the game, replacing Ethan Kumbar. Valdez. Inside to Reyes. Coleman. Kumi. Back to Valdez. Now Valdez will try to just dribble forward, looking for an opening. They'll put it to the top of the box. Alvarenga has it headed off of him. Strong header away by Kindle. Moreno inside looking for Alvarenga, and it's going to be shielded off. What a play by Tobias Lane to put Alvarenga off of the run that he was making and gives Berthazat the chance to pick it up. Sampson plays it forward, trying to find Kimball. Kindle just a little bit behind Coleman on the run. Cleared out. Now it's Frederick. Back and forth we go. Espinoza crosses the field for Alvarenga. Gives up for Kumi. Valdez still going forward as it deflects off of his foot. And Berthazat not taking any chances. keeps it in bounds. Now we'll clear it out. Wilcher does a good job of shielding Beatriz off the ball, but a little help from Orozco, able to complete the possession for Frederick. Give and go ball. Forward goes Frederick, and it looks like it's going to be a foul called against Frederick. Not sure where the foul was called, but oh, never mind. The ball went out of play on the far sideline there, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Hawks. Frederick gets it right back. Rayleigh. Brady. Left foot goes up. Guess who? It's Sampson, one-on-one. Taking on Orozco. Plays it towards the top. Elfasuki has room. Dribbles into the box. Elfasuki shot. Goal! Elias Elfasuki this time gets to put it in the net. Sampson turns into the distributor. And the Hawks ahead 4-0.
Southern Maryland goal, scored by number 7, Elias Elfasuki. Assisted by number 10, Noman Sampson.
For Elfasuki, his 11th goal of the season. Sampson picks up his 3rd assist. And the Hawks ahead 4-0 in this first half. Lane takes it away from Moreno. Short throw in to Amanzor. Long shot there by Valdez, well over the net. Five shots for Frederick, 3 on goal. 8 shots for Southern Maryland, 5 on goal so far in this contest. Kumi comes away with it, plays it towards the corner. Moreno crosses it with his left foot, goes to the top of the box. Brinkley gives up to Alvarenga. His shot just over the crossbar. Alvarenga got all of that left-footed shot. Saying that Berthazat tipped it over. So it will be a corner kick for the Cougars. Beatriz. Played short. Beatriz will try his shot. Going for that near side post and just a little bit wide. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Frederick trying to keep their energy up, but hard not to be deflated after going down 4-0 in the first 45 minutes. Alvarenga. Certainly no give up from him as he picks it up, plays it sideways to his teammate as Beatriz has that one cut out. Hawks now with one more fast break. It's going to be Wilcher. Gets around Orozco. Wilcher into the box. Taken down. Referee, no indication that he plans to blow his whistle on that one. Didn't see anything there. but the ball does go out for a Hawks throw-in. Lane picks it up in his own half. Waits for his forwards to get back on side. Now he will try to go over the top. Sampson settles it down. Tries to play it into the path of Wilcher, who will pick it up at the edge of the box. 50 seconds left in the half. Wilcher finds Alfasuki. Alfasuki able to win a corner kick away, but just 36 seconds left. One last chance for the Hawks to add to their lead. In the box it goes, headed out by Beatriz. And it will be another corner kick for the Hawks, but not sure they'll have enough time to get it off.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the end of the first half, College of Southern Maryland Hawks 4, Frederick Cougars 0.
So we go into the halftime break with the College of Southern Maryland Hawks ahead 4-0 over the Frederick Cougars. We'll be back after halftime. Don't go anywhere. Second half underway here in Columbia, Maryland, as the semifinal matchup between the Frederick Cougars and the Southern Maryland Hawks. All Hawks in the second half, or excuse me, in the first half, as they lead 4-0. 3 goals by Noman Sampson, a goal and 2 assists for Elias Alfasoki. Frederick continuing to play it short, play it conservative, trying to move it slowly up the field. Alvarenga, captain of these Cougars, looking to play it over the top. Can't quite get it to Espinoza, but it is picked up by Estrada. Played wide. Estrada gives it away. Alfasuki gets control. Plays it up, looking for Wilcher. Played short. Coleman. Tripped up. And it's going to be a foul against the Southern Maryland Hawks. Frederick getting forward. Beatriz with his left foot kicks it forward. And offsides is called, and if it wasn't, it probably would have been a foul against Brinkley, as he undercut Berthazat on the play. Into the box. The Cougars are there. Beatriz will try a shot that's going to be deflected out, and out for a corner kick. Espinoza goes to the near side corner. Looking to put the right-footed in-swinger into the box. Goes low with it, and not well hit, as that goes well wide of the net and out for a goal kick. Taking a look at the first half stats. 8 shots for the Southern Maryland Hawks, 5 on goal. Saves made for Baptiste Berthazat. Just 1 for James Bolin of the Cougars. And a foul will go against the Hawks. Seven fouls now against the Hawks. Just 4 against Frederick. That's deflected out, and Cougars will have to retreat back to their defensive line. Melendez goes forward. Finds Moreno. Moreno goes for the spin move and steps on player, and that's going to be a yellow card to Moreno. Yellow card to Frederick, number 9, Alexandro Moreno. So Moreno becomes the first player booked in this contest. No cards given in the first half at all. Taken away. Rye gives it to Wilcher in the corner. Low cross in. It's going to be deflected. Sampson tried to get to it. It falls to Rye at the edge of the box. Now he'll chip it in. And well offsides for the Hawks. I believe that was Kindle on the far side there, and it indeed was. Coleman. Given away by the Cougars. Drioche. Alfasuki into Sampson. He's going to flick on shot. That's going to be deflected away. I believe Bolin got a touch on that one. As Sampson once again got behind the Cougars defense. We've seen it time and again in this game. Cut out by Lane. Espinoza. Moreno puts it in. Oh, and it's going to be a hard foul. Berthazat went up for it. So did Brinkley. And Brinkley takes out the Southern Maryland goalkeeper. And he is down. Clock will be stopped. Berthazat will stand up on his own and telling the referee that he's good to go after the hard hit that he took. Brinkley went up for the header and just went sideways into Berthazat, and the referee now having a talk with Brinkley. Frankly, Brinkley lucky to not see a card on that play. Rye picks it up, plays it low, finds Wilcher, looking for Sampson. Sampson does pick it up, dances around a couple of tackles, still with it is Sampson, left-footed shot, high and wide. Restarted short. Long throw in by Coleman. Headed out for a Frederick throw in. Drioche called for the foul. Played quickly as they try to catch Southern Maryland off guard, but unable to do so as Brady saw it the whole way, cleared it out. Alfasuki goes early for Wilcher. Sampson's going through the middle, and Sampson had so much space in the side, in the middle of that Frederick box. If Wilcher was able to play it a step sooner into the middle, Sampson might have just been able to tap it into an open net. Into the corner, Alfasuki picks it up, takes his man on, easily gets by, but a good help by Coleman as he was there to back up Orozco and played out for a corner kick. Into the box, punched away by Bolin. And I believe that's going to be out against the Cougars. It will be, and the Hawks get the throw in. Alvarenga switches the field. Good touch forward. Moreno trying to play in Brinkley. Brinkley does get a touch on it, but a good job by Brady to recover and knock it out of the path of the sophomore forward. Melendez slows it down. The Hawks content with just sitting back right now. No need to pressure up high and leave themselves exposed in the back when you're sitting on to a 4-goal lead. Melendez looking for somewhere to go. Plays it on the far side to Beatriz, but it's going to be out for a Hawks throw-in. Rye plays it up to Wilcher, but he can't keep it in. It's going to be out for a Frederick throw-in. Thrown in backwards to Estrada. Sampson gets a touch on it. Alfasuki can't find it as it got caught under his feet. Now we'll find it and backheels it to Wilcher. Wilcher trying to get around Coleman, but Coleman sticks his foot in there, pokes it out for a Southern Maryland throw-in. Correction, corner kick. Southern Maryland taking their time getting this ball back in play. Now we'll put it in. Cleared out by Frederick towards Moreno, who's the only guy up there, and he was trying to play it sideways, but he was the only one up there. Berthazat to Rye. Alfasuki plays it in for Wilcher. Sampson's in the middle once more, but it's going to be blocked away by Orozco. This will be a corner kick once more for the Hawks. And it's going to be headed out, and the Hawks will get another try at it. The 4th straight corner kick for the Hawks. Into the box it goes. Sampson gets the shot off, but it's going to go high. And that will allow the Cougars to make a couple of substitutions. Game for the Cougars, number 24, Ryan Horning, and number 11, Joshua Amanzor. So Amanzor back in there, and Ryan Horning gets some playing time for the Cougars. Estrada comes out for Frederick. As does Brinkley on the far sideline. Trioche, dispossessed, but comes back, plays it off of Frederick, and that is going to be a Hawks throw-in. Cleared out. Alvarenga plays it forward. Horning just came in with fresh legs. Horning comes forward, taken out by Berthazat. Referee says no foul. The follow-up shot is going to be blocked away by Lane. And the Hawks survive A near disastrous defensive play. Cougars now arguing that it should have been a penalty kick when Berthazet came out to take Horning down, but referee says he got enough ball and it was clean enough by his standards. Played into the box, long shot on the left foot, and it's going to be deflected out for a Frederick corner kick. Played in. And it's going to be out for a goal kick. Headed forward. Drioche, flick on header. Picks it up. Played backwards. Brady. Imanzor gets the loose ball. Going forward for Frederick. Horning keeps it in. Now it's going to be a slide tackle takeaway. Alvarenga taking down the play, but it's going to be a hawk ball as they come out, but a little bit too heavy of a touch. Coleman under control. Gives it to Orozco. Melendez. Out of play for a Hawks throw-in. Melendez picks it up for Frederick. Picked up by Beatriz. Goes wide to Moreno. Moreno gets around Wilcher. Wilcher with speed to burn. Able to get it back. Somehow slides it in. And taken away by Southern Maryland. Looking to play quickly to Sampson. They do connect. Sampson 1 versus 2 right now. Elfasuki looking to assist. Played in by Sampson, but Elfasuki had just slowed down his run to not go off sides. And the ball rolls to Bolin. Goes wide to Manzor. Horning. Crosses into the box. Easily caught by Berthazat. He'll hit it deep upfield. Elfasuki picks up the second ball. Wilcher got turned around on that, but it will still be able to get to it on time. But shoved off of it. Strong play by Coleman. Alvarenga checks back. Good 1-2 ball as Beatriz gives it to Moreno. He'll cross it. Finding the foot of Amanzor. Overlap to Espinoza. Pulls it back for Amanzor, but he was covered on the play. Gets just enough of it. Beatriz. Alvarenga. Double covered on the play, and referee had a great look at it. Said play on. And the referee will stop the clock for an injured player, as it is Alvarenga who has gone down. We will take an injury timeout. Frederick gets possession back after the restart, as Alvarenga had to come out after the injury. Brinkley taking his place on the Hawks side. Ethan Cumber comes back into the game, replacing Bailey Kindle. Switching the field to the near sideline. Moreno has a run, crosses it towards the back post. Brinkley is there. What a header towards goal, but Berthazat, perfect positioning from him, able to make the save cleanly. A great cross in by Moreno, right onto the head of Brinkley. Did everything right, but Berthazat just read it well. Alfasuki goes quickly. Here goes Sampson. He's going to try to chip the goalkeeper, but Bolin able to snag that out of the air. Sampson was once again behind the Frederick defense. So many times we've seen that. Tried to go for the early shot to go over Bolin, but Bolin in a great spot to be able to read that. Rye called for the foul. And that will allow Moreno to stand over the ball. Crosses it in. And closer to a shot than a cross that goes well over the goal. And out for a goal kick. Entering the game for the Hawks, number 16, Alejandro Diaz. Alejandro Diaz comes to the game as Bryce Wiltshire will take a break. He hasn't gotten many breaks in this game. Certainly has earned it as he's been working hard on that flank for the Hawks all day long. Hit forward, picked up by Rayleigh. Looking for Sampson. Sampson into the corner. Plays it off of Melendez and will earn a corner kick for the Hawks. Ninth corner kick of the game for the Hawks. Played towards the back post. Nobody there for Southern Maryland. Fought away by Witten to Sampson. Inside to Diaz. They'll go wide to Sampson, who's now got room in that corner to turn and look towards goal. Crosses it in. Bolin comes out, able to make the play. If Frederick's hoping to claw their way back in the game, they're going to have to score that first goal pretty soon here. They're just not going to have enough time. They've had chances in this second half, have gotten closer and closer to it. Threatened Berthazat much more than they did in the entire first half. Coleman goes over the top, looking for the run of Moreno. And a smart ball by Austin Rye to just play it out. Rye picks it up. Plays it forward. Alfasuki switches the field. Strong run by Kumbar. Slide tackle in by Melendez to slow down the counterattack. The Hawks will be able to just move upfield. Jostling between two players. And that is not going to be thought of well by the referee, as Beatriz had already gotten the attention of the referee with his foul and then throws the ball away.
Yellow card assessed to Frederick, number 21, Roger Diaz Beatriz.
So Beatriz compounds his mistakes and goes into the books with a yellow card. Put in by Alfasuki. Header by Drioche off of the post. Bilal Drioche was in perfect position as the 6'3" freshman midfielder from Morocco hit the metalwork with his header and was that close to adding to the Southern Maryland lead. Coleman goes back to Orozco. Melendez. Rye goes wide. Diaz making a good run. Just came in with fresh legs. He'll play it wide. Towards the opposite side goes Drioche. Deflected shot. So that was Cumber who let that one rip, but it was blocked down. Drioche turns and looks. Goes wide to Diaz. Plays it back for Alfasuki. Inside Drioche. Plays it towards the middle. Flag is not up. He was onside. Ball is still loose. And now the referee is saying that it's a corner kick for the Hawks. Towards the back post. Cumber tried to go up for it, but couldn't get his head on it. They'll be out for a goal kick.
Entering in the game for Frederick, number 15, Edwin Estrada.
Played wide. Melendez. Through the middle. Lane picks it up before Horning could get to it. Diaz. Still going on the sideline. And Espinoza called for the foul. Referee backs it up as Lane will put it down at the midway line. He'll play it back to his goalkeeper, Frederick. Deep in their own half. It'll take them some time to move up. Now see if they can catch him off guard. Headed away. Brinkley. Estrada. Sun starting to set over the tree line. Foul will be called against the Cougars. Clock will be stopped as the Southern Maryland player on the far side down injured. That is Austin Rye, who has just been helped up. And referee signaling that Rye needs to be substituted out. It's actually Drioche who is limping off the field with his injured leg. So it will be Wyatt Hickson, listed as a goalkeeper on the roster, coming in to replace Bilal Drioche. Beatriz plays it back. Frederick will just play along their defensive backfield. Now trying to find a way to get it forward. Good ball there to Beatriz. Switches the field. Finds Espinoza. Espinoza crosses into the box. Brinkley going for it, but it's headed away by Brady. Umanzor nearly picked it up in the box, but the Hawks had enough players in the box to be able to recover. Now Ofasuki plays up for Sampson. Has enough speed to run around the Frederick defense. Tries to get around him now, but a good job by Roscoe to hold him up. Plays it back for Ofasuki. And a foul is called against Hickson. And an injured player down on the ground. That is Estrada trying to shake off the leg injury and looking like he wants to continue on. 14:40 left in the second half. Time ticking down on Frederick's season. Melendez going forward, trying to open some space up. And a foul called against the Cougars. And another injured player is Ofasuki down on the ground. And clock will be stopped once more. Entering in the game for Frederick, number 6, Kamlakumi, number 22, Tyron Andrews, and number 28, Jaden White. Entering for the Hawks, number 11, Bryce Wilcher. So it will be a foul called against Frederick. Ball chipped in. And I believe it was offsides. Nope, it was just out of play, and now we'll see Wilcher come into the game. And now the referee will change his mind. He said it was offsides, and therefore cannot substitute in. Melendez plays it forward. We just saw a trio of new Cougars come in, and a foul is called against Frederick. Berthazat to take the free kick. Headed up by Roscoe. Played short. Going forward with it now. Estrada tries a long shot, and it will have too much back slice under it, and it will go out for a goal kick. Entering in the game for the Hawks, number 9, Joe Sampson, and number 3, Bailey Kindle. So we see the two offensive stars of the Hawks, Noman Sampson and Elias Elfasuki, both coming out, as the Hawks starting to play defensive and save up their star players for what will likely be a championship game for them on Saturday. Kindle and Joe Sampson come into the game to take their spots. Played long in the corner for Andrews, taking on Rye, and that will go out for a goal kick. Played forward to Kindle. Kumi takes it away for the Cougars. Hard slide tackle in, and it will be a foul against the Cougars. Nothing more. Lane to take the free kick. Just under 10 minutes remaining. The Hawks starting to dream of what it's like to be in that championship game. Headed forward, and it's going to be picked up by Bolin. Picked up by Jaden White. the freshman midfielder from Juneau, Alaska. White. Excuse me, that's Hickson, number 20, or wearing number 20, number 0 on the roster as he's listed as a goalkeeper. Getting some time in midfield. As the Hawks just trying to finish out this game. Into the box goes Frederick. Manzor tries to get a shot off. That's going to be blocked away. And cleared out by the Hawks. Beatriz switches the field. Melendez tried to go through himself. Picks up the ball back. Andrews. Still Andrews going forward. Low cross in. Played backwards towards Manzor. And taken out from behind. Clock is stopped. And a penalty kick is given. Joshua Manzor had his leg just taken out from behind. I believe it was by Joe Sampson, if I saw that correctly. Just at the edge of the box, but just enough to get a penalty kick for Frederick. With 7:15 left. So it's going to be Michael Light to take the penalty kick for the Cougars. Light, the right-footed kicker. Runs straight up to it. Shot saved by Berthazat. Follow-up saved again. What a play by Baptiste Berthazat with the double save. Keeps it out of his net. Sometimes nothing goes right for you, and for Frederick right now, that is exactly how they have to be feeling. They finally catch a break, they get a penalty kick, and a double save by Baptiste Berthazat keeps it out. Still going to be a corner kick for Frederick. Put towards the top of the box, headed out. And the Hawks will try to get out of their own zone. Melendez dipping, diving, and dodging. Goes wide. And it's going to be given away. Frederick, another chance going forward. Estrada. Kumi. Kumi is into the box. He's going to try to get in. Shot saved by Berthazat. He hasn't had to do too much in the first half, but this second half, Baptiste Berthazat has been put to the test, and he's stood up to them all. 9 saves for Berthazat now, as he really wants to keep that clean sheet. Light crosses it in. Berthazat up there to get it. Baptiste Berthazat, the freshman goalkeeper out of Marseille, France. While he's playing today, he looks like he could play for the French national team. Andrews gets around Rye. Rye tries to get back into the inside position, able to do so, and plays it back to his goalkeeper, who clears it out. Kumi goes to Melendez. Estrada. Hit out by Brady. Beatrice goes wide, finding Andrews once more. He's had some space on this near side, but once again, the defensive play of the sophomore Austin Rye, one of the few sophomores on this Hawks team, not only wins the ball away, but also forces the foul. Headed forward, but Rye just gives a strong boot down the field. Bolin finds Melendez. Given away by Kimball. Kendall trying to get around Melendez, but Melendez wins it back from him. Kumi. Frederick moving forward, Light. Still in possession. Kumi back to Light. Coleman. Andrews again finds space on the wide side. Coleman to Beatrice. Long shot here. Oh my goodness. The moment of brilliance from Frederick that they've been needing all game long finally comes as Edwin Estrada unleashed on that one into the top left corner. Absolutely nothing that Berthazet could do. Frederick goal, scored by number 15, Edwin Estrada. Entering in the game for the Hawks, number 6, Bilal Drioche, and number 11, Bryce Wilcher. 2:31 left in the second half as Frederick finally gets on the board. Now trailing 4-1 with 2.5 minutes left. And substitutions for the Cougars. Entering in the game for Frederick, number 9, Alexandro Morendo, and number 12, Iker Alvarenga. Foul called against the Cougars. Berthazet hits it long. Good first touch on the far sideline. And it's going to be a foul against the Hawks as it is Kumbar called for the foul. Kumi. Played wide to Moreno. Looking for a Monzor, but cleared out by Brady. Light into the box. Played down by Kumi. Shot. Goal! Frederick scores another one. And a incident in the goal as Manzor put it in. Give the assist to Kumi. Not sure why they're fighting over the ball in the goal when the clock is stopped. Frederick goal, scored by number 11, Joshua Umanzor. Assisted by number 16, Komla Kumi. So Frederick cuts it down to a 4-2 Hawks lead with 50 seconds left. Played into the deep end as the Hawks put a few of their starters back in just to make sure that they can close out this contest. And a foul is called against Frederick. 30 seconds remaining. And offsides against Southern Maryland. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will do it for us here. College of Southern Maryland Hawks 4, Frederick Cougars 2. Southern Maryland Hawks move to the Region 20 championship game on Saturday, October 28th at 3 p.m. So despite some late fireworks by Frederick, it is the College of Southern Maryland who are able to succeed in their quest to get to the Region 20 championship game, where they will face off against number 1 seed, number 5 nationally ranked CCBC Essex, right here on Saturday, October 28th at 3 p.m. We appreciate your attendance for this game, and certainly hope that you will tune back in for the championship game on Saturday. Should be plenty of fun for all to witness. Final score here in Columbia, College of Southern Maryland Hawks 4, Frederick Cougars 2. The Hawks are through to the championship game. We'll see you then.